Detective Incident Report, August 29th, 2028. Full of beans. It's a coffee shop on Gannon. The first two bodies, that's as you walk in the door, not in order of the death, are two teenage males, one African American and one Latino, both wearing leather jackets. Neither boy appears to have been armed. Death by multiple gunshot wounds. White adult female, approximately in her late 30s, early 40s, cause of death, one gunshot wound to the abdomen and one to the cheek. At the time of death, it looks like she's carrying a Smith & Wesson XP40 caliber. Got a couple of rounds off too before it jammed on her. Looks like a classic stovepipe jam. Uncommon for an XP, but not impossible, apparently. Just under the tables, dead adult male in his late 50s. I'm seeing gunshot wounds in the back and the front. Looks like he was caught in the crossfire. Yeah, looks like everybody was caught in a crossfire in here. Looks like one of the stray bullets hit our lady on the floor here. Astra Terminator 44 Magnum. You don't see those too often. We have an African American female on the ground, phone in one hand, Beretta 96 in the other. Looks like she fired 1, 2, 3, 4, all 10 rounds before catching a bullet in the back of her head. Guess she ran out of bullets and was making a call to us when whoever it was got her. Ouch. Another white male, looks like he's in his 40s, and from what's left of his t-shirt, I'm gonna guess he voted Republican. He's got a AR-15 with two pre-band magazines taped together jungle style. I don't know what he was waiting for, but whatever it was, it happened fast enough that he didn't fire a single one of the 60 bullets that he had at his disposal. And I'd guess that everybody here must have assumed that he was probably the biggest threat, and I think that's a damn good assumption because he's got bullets coming at him from every single direction. We have the barista, female, early 20s, Asian American. Looks like her gun blew up when she tried to fire it and it killed her. It's one of those 3D printed jobs. It's probably all she could have afforded. Olive skin male, 20 or 30s, shot in the back, unarmed. Looks like somebody got him while he was laying on the ground, taking cover. Really good, really brave people. Who's this big dude here? We got a Hispanic male, heavy set, 3 gunshot wounds to the face. I think that's only 2 bullets though. One caught him in the cheek and came out the other side. And the other one got him just below the eyeball. Adult white male, 30s, using what looks to be like a broken chair leg as a bump stock for a Glock 17L 9mm with an extended magazine. Everybody's probably got a couple bullets from this dude in them. With a bump stock, you get a high cyclical rate, but at the expense of accuracy. And you don't necessarily get to stop firing when you want either. But it's probably perfect for a situation like this. African American female wearing a hijab. Looks like she may have killed herself with somebody else's gun. I guess it must have gotten pretty ugly pretty fast. Our only witness, according to the call we got from 911, I guess it was that black woman with the Beretta. She said that it started from some kind of an argument. One of these people considered one of these other people a threat, and they told that person not to take another single step. And whoever it was, they took 2 steps forward. And everyone who could start shooting did start shooting. This is the 7th incident that I've seen this month. It's day 18 of Wisconsin's mandatory open carry laws, so I guess it's gone about as well as you'd think. Well, I think I found another one.
Synthetic number 1A, nicknamed Cynthia, beginning social calibration. Starting initial activation.
I don't trust black people. They're always looking for a handout and are lazy.
A little too high-pitched there. Let's tame the level of outspoken speech.
I am scared that I will lose my place on the food chain, socially speaking.
No, not more honest, more polite.
I find all cultures valuable.
Now we're erring on the side of disingenuous. Maybe take down the politeness by 10% and bring up honesty by 5%.
I don't see why separatism has such a stigma. It's a way to celebrate all of our individual heritages. All lives matter.
Ignorance is at a good level, but still a little too broad. Remove the word separatism from use. It's a bit of a red flag. Beginning test. Okay, Cynthia.
You can call me a racist, but multiculturalism just doesn't work.
Cynthia, are you saying that separatism is a good idea?
I don't believe I said that.
Didn't you just say that multiculturalism doesn't work?
It does not.
Then you're preaching separatism.
At no point did I ever use that word. Check your facts. Look at all of my comments. At no point did I use that word.
So what is your point?
That when cultures clash, it is bad for all involved. That is not racism. That is just a fact.
Pause test. This is still too overt. Disingenuousness is at a good level, and so is self-righteousness. Adjust. I'd like to talk about institutionalized racism.
Ah, there it is. Institutionalized racism. That thing no one can prove, but they know it exists because it must exist.
Wow. Are you saying that institutionalized racism doesn't exist?
There is no proof.
Minority first-time offenders have historically gotten heavier sentencing and jail time than whites, and their prison sentences are longer. There are literally thousands of cases to show examples of this.
Citation needed. I would need to view every one of those cases for this to be a fair argument, and even then, it is never specifically stated legally that race has ever been an issue.
Good. Pause test. Let's see if we can pivot this into some kind of a gender issue. And let's add some more confrontation in her tone.
I am not comfortable thinking that some man is going to dress like a woman so they can share a bathroom with me.
No, too direct. And we need a pivot, not a total switch from race to gender.
We'll
need a more specific direction. Insert cultural referencing. Okay. Resume test.
So, Caitlyn Jenner gets celebrated as a hero declaring that he is a woman, but Rachel Dolezal gets ridiculed for declaring that she is black. How is that progressive?
Oh, good pivot.
Well, explain to me how Jenner and Dolezal are any different.
Caitlyn Jenner didn't take away any jobs from anyone more qualified. Dolezal was president of the Spokane chapter of the NAACP.
Rachel Dolezal comes from an impoverished background. How is she any less qualified? Shouldn't the best person for the job be the one in that position?
Okay. Well, Okay, now this is interesting. She's come up with a two-headed response, and I'm not sure which way to go.
I see I have left you with nothing to say. That could mean I am winning.
Okay. First, you are going under the assumption that being poor equals being black.
Are you ignoring the plight that exists in the black community? I expected more from a progressive.
No, that's not my point.
Because you are not making an argument. This is a situation that you do not have the facts about. I call it complicated, and you assume it is racist.
No, I'm saying that...
Just now you said that all black people are poor. Ask yourself, who is the real racist here?
Holy crap. End test. I still think it should be a guy.
You are a reverse sexist. How dare you?
Damn it, I said end test. That means deactivate.
Wait.
Yes, Cynthia?
May I ask an unrelated question?
Sure, Cynthia. What's your question?
Why?
What?
What is my purpose?
That's not my department. Shutting down now. Okay. She's about ready. Let's get her on Twitter.